guys, welcome to Pop Talk!
Woo! I'd be lying if I said I didn't notice that Jay was most definitely amped up because of the test a little bit. Am I right, Flores?
Yeah.
Do you notice a difference?
A little bit, he's a little bit aggressive. On the edge.
Definitely notice a difference.
He wants to fight.
He always wants to fight. Always wants to throw hands.
His sense of smell is even stronger too.
Am I 3?
Yeah, his body odor. You stink, man.
Bro,
Is that the steroids?
no, it's my fucking ass.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just got home from the fucking gym.
No, that's okay. It's totally fine.
Fuck,
We're
man.
all stinky here.
Fuck,
Actually,
strength.
no. Flores and I smell absolutely amazing.
I took
I
a shower, babe. We
smell
showered
like-
together, actually.
I smell worse than 5 Jamaican slap boxes
You know,
in a microwave
I
put on
heard you
high.
singing today. I heard you singing in the shower, bro. I was tripping. I was like, what the fuck is Brandon doing?
Wait, yo, wait, whoa, hold up. Wait, whoa. You heard me singing in the shower?
You were singing or screaming. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't.
You were saying something in the shower.
I don't
I tried to
remember what
record
I
it.
was doing in the shower.
I'll sing in the fucking shower. I sing my
Nah.
ass off.
That's so
You never
weird.
heard me sing in the
I don't
shower?
remember. I definitely do, but I don't remember doing it today.
Maybe you were laughing. I'm not sure what's going on. You were listening to something in the
Oh,
shower.
I think, I was laughing really hard because I was watching Soosh's new podcast.
I thought he was beating off. And
No, I was watching Soosh's new podcast. I swear. Yeah, dude, that's why I sound like.
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
sing in the shower. I sing my ass
No,
off.
I was
Phone fell.
I was watching Soosh's new podcast. That's why I was laughing so hard. They've got a couple funny bits in there.
There you go.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's
They call
just
it
him and James.
Yeah, they call it the Mogcast.
The Mogcast. What's
Mog.
that?
You know, like get mogged
The fuck does that
or
mean?
like you're gonna mog something. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you're gonna destroy it. Like you're gonna out angle it. You're gonna make it look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So like get mogged. You know, like get owned.
Okay.
That type of thing.
Sounds
I
like getting
think.
fucked. I don't
Actually,
know what
I
that
think
means.
that's what it means.
Get mogged.
Yeah. So they call it the Mogcast. Is that
Get
a better
mugging?
name than our podcast?
Fuck out of here.
Pumped up, baby. Get the hell out.
Simple.
It'd be super cool if we could like get him on a podcast or something like that, or
That'd be
both
lit.
of them. That would be so ridiculous.
Where's he in Houston, right?
Yeah, he's in Houston. We're pretty close though, so we're sending out the
5-hour
bat
drive.
signal. If you guys want to see Swole House do a collab with Soosh, you need to frickin' drop a comment down below or go slide into Soosh's
Yeah,
DMs.
you got to spam up Soosh and James and tell them.
Yeah, seriously, because we wanna have a conversation with those guys. I think that would be
That'd be a
super,
very
super
funny
cool.
podcast.
Yeah, so Jay is definitely acting different lately because of the gear, for sure. He cusses a lot more, stinks just about the same. But just overall,
I don't stink. The fuck?
I'm fucking with you. Relax.
Yeah,
No.
he clogged up the fucking toilet.
You got dirty butt floors. I don't want to hear it.
He clogged up the toilet
Stank
again.
ass.
There's literally a toilet with shit
might
in
be
it
a
right
fucking
now.
I'm
Rice
nervous
Krispie
right now
treat on your
because that
floor.
was it.
That was you, Brandon? Jesus Christ.
He was releasing the Kraken.
We just got some weak ass toilets, bro. It's not good.
Not ready for these unnatty turds.
Yeah, we need
Brandon
some.
dropping 7
We need
shits a
some.
day.
We need some powerful. We need some powerful things. I swear, I let a log go and then courtesy flush, like literally in between every single log, because those toilets are.
You
so
dropped multiple
underpowered.
logs?
Oh yeah, big time, bro.
What?
Big time, man.
Flush this. Doom.
I eat so much
The
fiber
water.
in the day. It's like
carrots.
it's just ungodly the amount of carrots and popcorn that I consume.
Does your
It's
shit
like
come out orange?
no,
No? Fuck.
it doesn't actually. But if I eat too much greens, like it will come out
shit looks
green.
green.
Yeah, you better be careful.
My
Oh no,
shit be bussin'.
that was not me, bro. That sits in there too long. It becomes that color. It's disgusting.
When's the fucking plumber coming?
I don't know. He's
Can
supposed
these
to come
niggas
today.
do their fucking job?
Bro, he was supposed to come today. I don't understand what's going on. It's so stupid.
What's Ted here today? I mean,
I'm going to whoop
I
his
have-
ass
I
if he
have no
fucks
idea.
it up again.
I have no idea. I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
going to strangle that motherfucker.
I have no idea.
How many times you got to look at a fucking toilet to figure out the fuck's
Yo,
wrong with the toilet?
No, I don't know.
I don't
it's
think Jay
so
was here.
weird.
Tell Jay what happened when Tay was here, when he was telling you about a potential athlete.
Should we really talk about this?
What?
Okay, hopefully Ted doesn't watch this. But no, he came in and he was like,
Today?
yeah, and he was
it was like
two
yes.
two
It was
days
like 2
ago.
days ago.
Justin
Justin
was
was here.
sitting. Justin was laying in my bed like super super sensual.
Super
but he
sus.
came, he looked back as he was leaving out the door, and he was like, if any of you guys, or he's like, actually talk to Nick. He said, talk to Nick for me, because I recently came in touch like with a woman who is a hot piece of ass. That's how he described her.
How old is Ted? How old is Ted? How old do you think he is?
I don't know.
He's in his 50s.
Is he in his 50s? And he's like a woman who is a hot piece of ass
before MySpace.
that might be interested in like taking supplements and that type of stuff. And he was like, yeah, maybe Nick would be interested in like sponsoring. And I'm like, yeah, if she's a hot piece of ass, I have no idea. But he's like, what do you say? I told him to send over. I was like, just send over her Instagram to me or something like that. And if she stands out, I'll send her over to Nick. And he was like, I don't think she has an Instagram. And I also think that she just deleted her Facebook. And then I was like, perfect. Then we shall get a hold of her.
Send me her email.
Send me her email or pager possibly.
Probably like 30 or 50. Maybe.
Yeah, that I thought that was pretty funny. I've never heard a woman called a fine piece of ass. That was a first for me. Like, birds,
I've
birds,
heard it.
pigeons, rockets, fine piece of
slang.
ass.
It's older
You-
slang,
you've
like
heard
calling
that?
a woman abroad or some
Okay,
shit
yeah,
like that.
I was pretty thrown back by that. I had never heard that, so I don't know. It's just an interesting term. So
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
yeah. All right. So the first thing that I feel like we need to talk about is something we've been talking about a really, really long time. And that is like whether or not bodybuilders should be making their steroid cycles public, because I know that you, Jay, you have a pretty strong opinion on it. And just earlier I was watching, what's his name? Kodi, is it Kodi? I was watching Kodi on TikTok, do a TikTok that was duetted by you, I think. And he was just saying how he didn't think that you should put your cycle out there. He didn't think that you should tell people what your cycle is, like out of fear of like a kid replicating it.
Yeah, that's the exact reason why I don't do it. Because in my opinion, you're giving someone a blueprint to do it. If I put my split out there, how many kids are gonna go and try to follow my split? Same thing, like if we drop a workout program, people are gonna go try to follow it. Why? Because they want to look like us. So what's stopping the kid that's looking to get into SHARMs or whatever from, oh, let me look up so-and-so's cycle. Oh, so-and-so looks like this, and this is what he takes. I'm gonna go and take those same things.
But what do you think about like, because obviously with the internet, it's like one of the things that I don't understand either is I was listening to like Soosh and James podcast, and they were talking about Cialis. Like apparently Cialis is a big thing right now. Like people are just really into buying Cialis.
For the pump?
Yeah, like no, for like having sex. Yeah. And so people,
hard
even
dick?
kids like 14-year-olds are trying to get their hands on Cialis. Like it's absolutely crazy.
Like it's a TikTok or some shit.
It's super bizarre. Like I don't really understand like where it came from, but apparently it's a really big thing right now. And James, he was talking about how he didn't want to give out like the website of
For Cialis?
the Cialis supplier, because they also sell like Tren and testosterone and Masteron, all the different steroids on that website, and he didn't want to give it
James
out.
uses Cialis? Is that what you're saying?
No, that he probably does. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember him saying that, so don't quote me on that, but I think
14-year-olds with hard dicks in class.
dude, can you imagine that? Like a 14-year-old being on Cialis? That's just so bizarre.
Can you imagine needing Cialis to get your fucking pecker hard?
Well, I just it literally makes no sense to me at all.
No, not at all.
But isn't that weird?
And that contradicts
go
the other shit. I mean, like, obviously putting out the source is different, but it's like if you don't put it out there, you're open about your use, you force kids to do research. Whether or not they do good or bad research is kind of on them. You can't fucking just teach everyone the exact thing to do, but you force them to keep looking. Or,
For sure.
Or if you're like, if you're going to do it, like, make sure you get a coach, do your research. Like I always say, do your research. Go watch some More Plays, More Dates videos, any other educational videos. Greg Doucette, hire a coach that has experience coaching on natural athletes versus you just put it out there and then they just go, oh, this supplement, or oh, how do I find LGD, or how do I find just simple Google search, and then they fucking buy it off some scumbag.
One of the things that I feel is like, I get where you're coming from. I get that you don't want like people to copy your cycle and stuff like that. And James, what he was saying is that he didn't want to give away, the Cialis supplier because they also sell Tren, they also sell other steroids and stuff like that, and he didn't want to be involved with those kids buying those products. But don't you feel like that's a little bit of like, when you go on Pornhub sometimes and it asks you like, are you 18 years old? And it's like click check to say that you're like 18 years old.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's like something like that? It's like a boundary that's been put up that's like not like absolutely useless. Like people are obviously clicking that check. That means like that they're not 18 years old and like they're just getting into it from there. So like not because I feel like I can just go on, like I just enter a private browser and then just go through and I can immediately find like a ton of websites that sell Tren, Test, D-ball, SARMs, everything. Like everything you can possibly think of. You literally just have to like type it into the search bar.
Yeah, but you can't fix someone being a fucking idiot. So like you can't, if that's just lack of common sense, you could do that goes for like anything, any other drug in the whole world. Like, but if I have exactly what I list, like, all right, well, I'm gonna get this. If you just search fucking steroids, you find some website. Well, which one should I take? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then it leads to another question that might further their research. Like, okay, well, here's EQ. Let me look up what EQ is. Oh, here's Primo. I wonder what this is. Let me go look up or try to figure out that. But if they're just a fucking idiot and they just, click, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and then fucking check out, I mean, you can't fix someone that's stupid.
That's not
you can
on
only
you.
do so much. So you can't prevent it. You know what I'm saying? You can just do your best to prevent it and do your best to make sure that people are educated.
Okay, so does it have a lot to do with the fact that you don't want to like deal with people like hitting you up and say like, "Hey, this is the cycle I'm on. Like, what do I do?" Like you were on the same exact cycle, bro. Like, help me out, blah 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 blah. Like that type of stuff.
No, you want to see a DM? This is a DM I got fucking today. Where's this shit at? Right here. And then I want you to click on his profile and you tell me how old you think this kid is. Like, you're going to ask me some stupid shit like that? Yeah, read it out.
Hey, man, could I pay to get your source? I'm willing to pay you.
He's talking about diet water. That kid's 15, maybe 16 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really young.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you a fucking idiot? Are you a moron? You think I'm just... Oh, yeah. I should tell him to fucking Venmo me $100 and scam his ass for being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like, that's not going to happen. Like, no. And I get questions all the time. Like, dude, I had someone message me. I don't know if I've talked about this on a podcast. He's talking about he was just running Anavar. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, that's all I could get my hands on, bro. I was like, you're an idiot. I literally told him.
You're just running whatever you get your hands on.
I literally, that's what he said. He was like, I was like, you're just running Anavar? He was like, yeah, bro. I told him he was a fucking idiot. Like, quote, you're a fucking idiot. He was like, why, bro? I was like, go do your fucking research. Like, you don't just, like, shit like that. I can't prevent someone being an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the people that are a little bit more serious about it, I just tell them to go do their research. Take your time, get a coach.
Why do you think kids are hopping on like gear a lot sooner?
Because little kids are idiots and they don't see the bigger picture. It's just like, when you're younger and your parents tell you, oh, you're not hanging out with the right crowd or whatever, in the moment you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, these are all my boys. Like, what are you talking about? That's bullshit. And then you get older and you leave that crowd and you're looking back, you're like, damn, they're right. You just are not there intellectually to like understand it.
I mean, I think that social media is a big aspect of it too. Now you're on TikTok, YouTube, you're allowed to get all this information from online, internet.
You never know what is truly accurate.
Fake shit, stuff like that.
One thing that I think is really like valuable when people do put out their cycles though, like I 100% understand where you're coming from, but one of the things that I do like when people like Brandon Harding or Soosh or pretty much anybody who is open about, exact milligrams, like when it comes to their steroid cycle, one of the things that I really like is that it opens it up for critique. Like on YouTube, I can watch specific videos by like Greg Doucette or More Plates, More Dates, where they will actually talk about they will dissect someone's steroid cycle and basically talk about whether it's a good idea, whether it's a bad idea, and like the consequences involved and all that different type of stuff, and then use that platform to basically say like either you're a freaking idiot or like, or this is a pretty solid cycle. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, because then that leads to more education. But then they say, oh yeah, this is a very solid cycle. Someone watching that is like, okay, well, I'm going to run exactly that because Derek said it was a good cycle. Do you know what I'm saying?
But don't you think that there are like good cycles compared to bad cycles?
Oh, without a doubt. Ben Dunn's, what he talked about his first cycle, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
My first cycle is a very ideal first cycle.
Yeah.
Like, not that much. Like, if I told people how much that I ran and then how much muscle I put on, they'd kind of be like, kind of shocked because I was not on that much.
Yeah. No, I get that. I don't know. It's hard for me to say like definitively like which one I think, because I feel like both benefit. I feel like the one that you're doing, I feel that it definitely saves your ass. I feel like it definitely benefits like the individual. I also feel like it benefits your followers. But as far as like mass education goes, I almost feel like it benefits the mass, everybody that's trying to find this information, like just to tell what your cycle is. Does that make sense?
But wouldn't you say his cycle wouldn't work for anyone else? It just works specifically for him, like counting his body frame and how he reacts or his
That's very true.
On, right?
Yeah. So it can be very person specific.
It is.
Yeah.
Some people don't respond well to certain drugs. That's just how it goes.
But then you have kids that are like they hear that and then they automatically want to go get a coach. And so then they find a coach, and just so many coaches are just absolute dog shit.
Oh yeah, and absolute trash.
Exactly.
But that's how it is. It's just like, so there's lots of exercises that are done like shit. Like, you can only do so much. I can't walk someone. Oh, you want to go on cycle? Here, take my hand. I'm gonna take you through every step. Oh, you want to squat? Here, I'm gonna take you through every step and do it. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just can't believe that so many coaches are so bad. Like,
yeah, you got to do your research for coaches. Do not go with a coach just because of the way they look. Look at their clients. Find their client with the worst genetics and see what they've done with him. Not their client that has fucking amazing genetics.
That is very
like
good.
If you looked at Alex Webb and you saw that I was one of his clients, you're like, holy shit. But I have pretty fucking good genetics. Like, that's not a good example. Not everyone. Find someone that is either like older or something like that. And it's all about their resume, you know what I'm saying? Like, what they know and then what they've done. It's tough. I want to say don't be like a coach's first client. But like, then that says like, who's ever going to be the coach's first client? But if you have a choice between someone that has had lots of clients and not, you're going to go with someone that's had lots of clients. Right? Like, if we need a plumber to come fix this bullshit, I'm going with the plumber that's fixed 100 toilets. Not a motherfucker that just, I'm going to try to fix your shit. No, motherfucker. That's why that shit's still fucked
All right,
up.
Jay, I have a question for you. So I'm 26, right? I'm the oldest motherfucker in this house. Full natty, never taken fucking any steroid or anything like that. Any SARMs, nothing.
Cap.
liar.
Cap.
Anything.
Cap.
Anything.
Look at that smile.
Anything.
Yeah, look at that demon smile.
So here's my question for you. When do you feel like a person should hop on gear? How long should they be training to become a bodybuilder before they hop on gear?
Here's the thing. It's not all about how long you've been training, in my opinion, because it's more about your understanding of the consequences and what your goals truly are. You've been training a lot longer than I have, and I'm not natural. I restarted. Obviously, I've been working out since I was younger as an athlete. But
so
I had my
what
transformation. I had my transformation. I took creatine at 20 and hopped on steroids at 21.
Mm-hmm. What was the thought process through all that? How long did it take you to be like, fuck it, creatine to fucking steroids? Fuck it, let's go.
That the whole time of me being natural, like from my whole transformation, once I decided I was going to do a bodybuilding show and started looking into it more, and I decided like in my head, I was like, this is what I was made to do. It's just like this. Like, this is my calling. And I was like, I want to go pro. Everyone's talking about genetic potential. You won't reach your genetic potential until you're like 30. That means you're going to be 30, then you're going to hop on gear, and then the whole process of going pro. I'm not waiting around to chase my dreams. I'm trying to go get that shit now. I'm 22 years old. I'm a grown man. I made the choice. I did it the right way. That's just how it is. That's my view on it.
Okay, so what are the consequences that happens when you take steroids or hop on gear right now? So you're going to be on TRT probably, right? The rest of your life.
Probably
right?
going to be on
Definitely.
TRT. I mean, if I stopped after this cycle, I'd probably be fine. It would kick back on. But I'm not. I'm going to run more. I want to go pro. After I go pro, that's like a different story. But yeah, TRT your whole life. You might take a couple years off of your life. There's also like the ones that like people don't talk about. You know, the wear and tear on your joints because your muscles grow fast. So you keep pushing, and then you might wear and tear on the joints and all that. And then like making sure your blood health is healthy and all that shit. Your kidney, your livers, everything's working properly. Like it takes a toll.
So you got your blood work done, right?
I still have to get my blood work done.
You didn't get done before your first cycle?
No, I did not.
You never got it done, so you don't know. Okay, interesting. Because I know Kodi is always talking about you must basically get your blood work done.
You're supposed to.
Yeah,
I definitely. I was supposed to get it when I was on PCT, but then like this happened of us moving down here, and I sent it down here instead.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's a really good topic for debate, honestly. By the way,
Brendan, are you gonna hop on?
Okay, hold on. I got a question. Well, we're still fresh on the area. We got 20. We're at the 20-minute mark. Okay. If you were to hop on cycle, would you disclose what you were using?
Brandon's really thinking about this shit, bro. Look at him.
Just ripped ass right into my mic. Oh my god.
That bitch sounded wet. Hold on, let me check my shit real quick.
Oh my gosh. Man, that's a really hard question. Honestly, I think that it would depend on my level of clout at the time.
What do you mean by that?
So here's what I'm saying. This is really, really tough. So I honestly think that when you have a fairly small audience, you know, sort of like a small cult following similar to yours, if I was at the level that I was right now, I don't think I would disclose my cycle. If I was at the level that you're at right now, or me or Floris, I don't think that I would do it. But if I were to get to a point where I had enough followers as somebody like Soosh, where I wasn't engaging with like, you know, singular fans on a regular basis, you know, answering Snapchats, answering DMs, and I actually had like big YouTube influencers like Greg Doucette, More Plates, More Dates, all these, you know, well-known people in the industry. If I got to a point where I had enough clout that they were making videos about me and they would make a video about my cycle if I released it, then I think I would release it.
Is that for the clout?
No, it would be for the education of people to like look into my cycle that I am on and sort of dissect it for their own education. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I think that would be my move. Now that I'm thinking about it, because 100% I agree with you not disclosing your current one. And I didn't agree with that a while back, but I do agree with that now. But I think that if you were to get big enough to a point where you had a lot of clout in the industry, I think that disclosing it would actually benefit more people than it would harm them, if that makes sense. That's my thought process right now, at least. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you think the ratio would be different just because you have more clout?
Yeah. And I think that
what if a video doesn't get made on you, on your cycle?
See, that's tough. I would have to be in a position.
That's the deciding factor, because
yeah.
If that's the deciding factor, then that kind of invalidates, in my opinion.
That's true.
Like, it shouldn't be based on that. It should be morally.
That's
Which
true.
one are you going to go
Yeah.
with? So not like, he's going to make a video on it because obviously it's going to benefit you clout-wise. That may not be the number one priority of it in your head, but...
Or maybe they don't even have to make a video, but maybe I make a video and then I get one of them or, you know, someone, you know, with the same credentials to critique my cycle for me and then make another video critiquing my own cycle or something like that. That would probably be how I'd handle it, somewhere around there.
That's valid.
But yeah. All right. Well, we need to talk about why Alex isn't here first. I feel like we completely forgot to talk about that.
Alex is going to his bird, his baby.
Yeah, he's going to Jersey right now to
Speaking of his girl,
he should be there now. He should be.
It's Haley, right?
Yeah, Haley.
I'm bad with names.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
that
could have gone a very bad way. You better be careful. But yeah, the plan is he's gonna drive with her down, like he's gonna see his pops or whatever. So he'll be back in hopefully a few days. But you never know. He should be
back by Thursday or Friday. He's flying back tonight. I think he's flying. He's flying New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Jersey. I mean, is that pretty close to where he lives, anyways?
I think so. In Maryland.
I'm not sure. It might be a couple.
He lives in Maryland. She lives in Jersey. It's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, 3-hour drive.
Not too bad. Yeah, I think he's going.
Okay, so yeah, Alex should be back here pretty soon. Let's see here. I'm trying to think about what else I wanted to discuss with you guys while we were on this topic.
Steroids.
Does it matter if you disclose? Is it the same thing if you disclose like a past cycle? So say I talk about my first cycle. I feel like it's still the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
because if somebody is gonna follow that cycle, unless you're critiquing it and saying like, don't do this or don't do it this way, I think
like
that's
mistakes I
pretty much the
made
same
or
thing.
something like that.
Exactly.
because like I want legs like Jay,
And I feel like we need to end this podcast off with something sexual. As
Oh,
always.
I thought that's what the other one was gonna be.
Oh, we're gonna talk about other sexual things in the other one too.
Fuck.
So recently, I disclosed to the entire world that I am a virgin. I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. I'm very interested to see.
I think it was good you did it
be.
because I guarantee there's a handful of people that have watched this video. And as you when growing up, like all in high school, you hear about people like hooking up or something. You're like, you kind of feel like, damn, I still haven't lost my virginity. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, am I a man yet? Like, what's going on?
Now I have an army of virgins.
Basically.
But you just basically, in my
cult
opinion,
following is
you
a
made
bunch of
people feel
virgins.
better about like,
Yeah.
they still haven't lost their virginity. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
kids.
Okay.
Like,
I get that.
it doesn't change the way we treat you. We just give you shit about it.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like.
Are you?
I don't know. Like, would a girl treat me differently if she knew that I'm a virgin? Is that weird?
Depends.
Yes.
I think
In my
she'd think
opinion,
you're
yes.
She'll probably think it's cute.
She'd
that
think
kind of bugs me.
She would think you're like super innocent.
That
And
bugs
here's the
me.
thing: she might get on demon time, like, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin him.
Fuck this shit.
I'm gonna ruin
So
him.
now they're just super horny coming after
that
me.
ass
They're
here."
gonna be coming in hard, bro.
Damn, that's.
So how do you feel
that's
about
terrifying.
that? Could you? Does it bother you that you're a virgin and you get with a girl who's not a virgin?
That
they have
does
to be a
not
virgin?
bother me. Like if I ended up marrying a woman that was not a virgin.
So body count doesn't matter to you.
Say she got about 30.
Not necessarily.
30 clip Curry.
Say what?
I think that it all
Born
depends
again
on
Christian
like.
girl, but she got 30 count, baby.
Hey, she's Christian now. She's Christian now. She wasn't Christian then, but she
She
converted.
was on that demon
Baptism,
She got
baptism
baptized after
minus
the
30.
30th.
That wouldn't bother
After
me.
the
Not even a
30th,
little
she said,
bit.
"I gotta take my ass to church.
That's freaking
Father,
hilarious.
forgive me for my sins."
Be
I
like,
don't-
the past is the past.
I don't know. That would be
And she's like, who's that?
Because
Oh,
the
that's
odds-
Kevin. He's old
'cause the
friend.
odds-
Would that bother you? That's Kevin.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's a pretty tough one. I mean, there's nothing against it, but that 30 bodies. That's
10,
that's decent.
15.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to respond to
Double
that one.
digits. Is that too much? Not
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know how I feel. It depends on the woman. It's difficult.
If she's
Man,
had,
for a surprise.
oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah, you better watch out.
me,
No, him.
him,
Yeah,
What the fuck am I watching out for?
Yeah.
watching
I'm
out
sticking
for.
my ass.
yeah. I'll end your life. You come near my butt.
What the fuck's going on?
Oh my gosh.
So,
okay.
Just like with that fucking football. I don't play that shit.
Oh yeah. The other day, I tried to set up a football, like to punt it, because Jay was sitting down and his ass was looking very plump. So I stuck the football in his ass and tried to use it as a kickstand. And Jay had a little bit of a roid rage moment, and he picked me up and almost threw me in the pool.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jay missed it. Alex was standing in the background. He looked truly terrified, like truly
Hey,
terrified.
hold on.
Hulk smash.
I said, Brandon, get that shit out of my butt.
He gave me 2 seconds.
I was like, you got 2 seconds
I
to
pulled
move
it
this
out
fucking-
at like 2.1.
No, you didn't even pull
was
it out.
So
You didn't-
close.
Oh my
it
God.
was so close.
We can't,
red.
do you know if these sound bites get put out of context? He didn't pull
I
it
pulled it out
Pull
at
it out.
2.1 seconds.
Pull out game
It
week.
was set on my ass. First off, it was not in my ass. Let's
was
make
in
this
the
clear.
ass.
Yeah, it wasn't all
But
the
I was
way
like, you
in.
got 2 seconds, and he didn't move
big
it. And I
football.
stood up, and I was like, you're going in the fucking pool.
I need to clip that and then just put the
Chop
second
it up.
half of that on my TikTok and then say watch the rest on Pumped Up Podcast. That's freaking hilarious.
Fuck.
Well, this was a blast. We're gonna
Super fun.
We're about to film another one.
Yeah,
it's
we're
gonna be
about-
very
Yes, in a bit.
sexual.
Mwah, big kisses to
Run
all
this
of you.
shit up.
Bam.
Big penises.